Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CWR Clash around this podcast with your host, JKD, and my co-host.
Hey, the DOC, the LOVE, Dr. Love here to bring you news, reviews, and bring you everything you need to know about this week's wrestling.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about that final Raw before Survivor Series. I personally believe Raw was pretty good this week. I thought it was a pretty good Raw.
I thought it was too. I think it was pretty decent.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and cap off to the fact that Drew McIntyre refused to let Randy Orton or The Miz intimidate him about the picture of the WWE Championship. Now, obviously, the matchup, Drew and Randy's going at it, which I hopefully believe is going to be a final match between them, really. Obviously, Miz and Morrison said it, still talking about this whole thing about cashing them in and stuff like that. And they also had a talk about calling out Bray Wyatt, stuff like that. So, as far as Bray Wyatt Alexa Bliss thing going on, I'm liking it. Every week, actually, I'm liking this, man. 5 for 5 has been better. I'm very excited to see what's coming next about Bray Wyatt and his next victim,
Right, because like 1 minute I had kind of started getting tired of the whole Firefly Funhouse, but now
I never get sick
tired of it. Back in it.
I never get sick tired of it. I would never trade Bray Wyatt, bro.
Well,
I am one of his Fireflies, bro.
When it went to SmackDown, it kind of got weak a little bit.
Okay. Hey. So what you guys say? All right, let's talk about the 6-woman tag match between the Raw Women's Champion Asuka, along with Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke versus Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax, the tag team champs, and Lana, the only person for Raw who earned the opportunity to be part of the match. Part of the team. Now, obviously, the matchup led to the point to where Shayna and Nia Jax in the beginning said, "Don't tag in." And yet, guess what she did? She tagged in, lost for the team against the Raw Women's Champion. And guess what they did? For the 9th time in a row, Nia Jax put Lana through the table. Not only that, they also injured Mandy Rose, which led her to be out of the match. And for later on in the night, they said that she would not be part of the Survivor Series team. So, and along with that, after the matchup, Dana Brooke got attacked by Reckoning from Retribution, and yet it was announced that she's not going to be part of the match. So now, it leads to the point to where now it will be Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce replacing Rose and Brooke in the Raw Women's team. Next up, the Raw Tag Team title match between Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin of the Hurt Business. This was considered as one.
That was the match of the night.
This was one of the greatest tag team matches, at least for this year.
In WWE, yo.
Yeah, so I thought there was a small part to where it seemed like Hurt Business was going to win, especially the fact for Cedric Alexander, desperation move by hitting the suicide dial 2 or 3 times. And then when it hit, then also when Shelton Benjamin hit the angle slam, man, great tribute to Kurt Angle. And then, all of a sudden they did the atomic draw to the super kick, man. I was like, man, they're desperate to win this match. But overall, the power of positivity could not keep them down. And that was led to the point to where Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston still remain as your WWE Raw Tag Team Champions, which now will be official that a Survivor Series it will be Kofi and Xavier the New Day taking on Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, to see who the best of the best in the tag team division is. So
it's not much of a tag team division, but man, what a great match. A+ on that match. I mean, to me, that goes against a lot of folks might hate it because you have a lot of folks like AEW, but I believe I'll put that right up there with the big AEW matches like the Kenny Omega and Hangman Page versus the Young Bucks. I'll put it up there with that.
Debatable, but let's talk about another tag team matchup. As we had Retribution taking on Team Raw.
Oh my goodness.
Keith Lee, Matt Riddle, or should I say, Keith Lee, which is Broly, Matt Riddle, which is Dopey, Braun Strowman as Mongoose, and Sheamus, also known as Fireface, as AJ Styles, was Skipper?
Lord.
yeah, pretty much ringside commentary, making sure that his team sticks together pretty much. The match went pretty well for them at certain moments until a lot of heated moments happened especially between Braun and Sheamus. Once again, but it just couldn't match up to the point to where now Mustafa Ali got the win for Retribution by pinning Matt Riddle. Or in this case, Riddle, technically.
Because Riddle got in trouble a couple times and didn't have nobody to tag to because they're so busy arguing and fighting amongst themselves outside the ring. And it just screwed everything up. I still think, even though Retribution got the win still made them look weak. It's like you wouldn't have won if they hadn't been, arguing or whatever.
It seems like, in a way, well, let's be honest, it seems like pretty much for Retribution, it's really like Ali doing most of the work.
Right, it does.
Like, they just there while Ali's just doing most of the work, because every time, whether it's Mace or T-Bar gets in the ring, like, they all get manhandled, along with Slapjack. So, and we still yet to see Reckoning in the ring, too, so.
Well, at least she did have a run-in on Dana Brooke. Backstage.
At least we didn't see her in a matchup still, so.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Bray Wyatt and The Miz.
Wait a minute, what?
Let's talk about Bray Wyatt versus The Miz. As you know, obviously Bray Wyatt, once again, starting up his little antics as, doing a little spelling inside that, which spelled M-I-Z, The Miz. And now led up to Bray Wyatt to challenge The Miz in a matchup. Before the matchup even started, it was to a point to where Nikki Cross came out of nowhere for Alexa Bliss to listen to her. However, instead, Alexa Bliss rejected by saying that she chooses him instead of Nikki Cross. And she definitely proved it this week by attacking Nikki Cross. Which now, at this point, I don't see why Nikki Cross is still trying to get the girl. Bro, like, you gotta knock her unconscious or put her through a table slung that. Like, bro, talking to her is never gonna do nothing, bro.
Right. It's kind of dumb. This is like some high school playground stuff here. He don't want to be my friend.
Why would it be a playground high school?
Oh, I mean, playground elementary school
What's
stuff.
a playground high school?
It's a playground elementary school stuff. So,
but speaking of playground elementary school stuff, we had once again, Mr. Rogers here, Bray Wyatt coming out, staring down Nikki Cross. As if like he's gonna be the next target, maybe, especially for Alexa Bliss' first target. As he was so happy to see Alexa Bliss. Now moving on to the matchup, The Miz kept on squandering off until Bray Wyatt got his hands on him. Mm-hmm. He got a few shots in.
Good aggression.
Yeah, along with Morrison kept on helping him out until Alexa Bliss just jumped him right out of the Thunderdome, pretty much. As it led to the point to where Bray Wyatt got the win with a Sister Abigail with a 1-2-3. It makes you wonder, man. Now, what's gonna be Bray Wyatt's next target? Could it be Randy Orton still? Could it be Drew McIntyre now?
Could it be Edge?
Not so sure about that.
Yeah, that's kind of like a rumor been going on.
I didn't want. Okay, well, speaking of Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre, it was a WWE Championship match, which I consider it was a pretty good WWE Championship match out of this rivalry. Actually, Drew McIntyre versus champion Randy Orton. It all started with Randy Orton kept dodging Drew in certain attacks. They kept going back and forth a little bit until it led to Randy Orton walking out, decided, you know what, forget this, man. I can wait till after the Survivor Series for this. And instead, Adam Pearce himself said this would be a no count out, no disqualification matchup, which just led to an amazing matchup, the only good matchup out of this rivalry. And yes, that's even better than the Hell in a Cell match. Well, it's pretty much a beatdown after beatdown between the two. But it wasn't after two times trying to hit the Claymore, McIntyre once again became WWE Champion with the third and final Claymore. And now it's set at Survivor Series. The Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion, will take on the new WWE Champion, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, to see who's the best of the best for the World Champions, man.
Hey, Survivor Series shaping up to be pretty decent. The women's match does not interest me. The Asuka and Sasha Banks really don't interest me either because they've met a couple times this year already. So it's like, something special like Survivor Series, you would like for, you'd like to see something new,
something different,
or something you hadn't seen in a long time.
Well, as far as my co-host goes, I know he wants to talk about every match, but as far as I'm concerned about every match, I'm not even picking like who's to win. I'm more picking which brand's gonna win.
I think SmackDown wins.
I'm always Team Blue.
Y'all think SmackDown wins?
I've always believed Team Blue. I mean,
but let's see how they gonna win. Cause you gotta know how they gonna win. Who don't get the points for the team?
I don't even care who loses, man. I'm going Team Blue either way.
How you gonna get there?
Hey, go ahead and the matches then, since you want to go through all that.
I'm just saying, how are they gonna get there? All right,
winning.
Let's go ahead.
Cheating, simple.
Let's go ahead and break it off with one of the women match. Let's go with Asuka and Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks, Team Blue.
I'm going with Asuka, Team Red. That's what I'm going with.
Continue on with the women's. Let's talk about the Raw women's team, which is pretty much gonna. Well, actually, it wouldn't be much like. It wouldn't be too much like go ahead and do it, but I would say the Raw women's team pretty much. I mean, the reason why I said it because the SmackDown women's team is not finished. The SmackDown team's not even finished yet. However, let's go ahead and do it though. We have the Raw women's team with the women's tag team champions Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, along with Lana and the newest recruits Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce, taking on SmackDown's team, which so far consists of Bianca Belair, Riot Squad members Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, and 2 members to be filled, which could be maybe Natalya, Bayley, some others maybe.
Mm-hmm.
However, either way, going with Team Blue still.
All right, I'm going with also Team Blue on that one. They got 2. I think the better women are now on SmackDown. So definitely Team Blue.
Even as long as 3 people, but
let's go here with Lashley against Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn, Team Blue.
Going with Bobby Lashley.
I'm talking about he's a champion of the people, man.
Let's be realistic now. You're just picking Blue all the way down.
Did you not just hear me say it? I said I'm going with Team Blue. I'm not a traitor, bro. If I pick Bobby Lashley, I'm a traitor to SmackDown.
You gotta be realistic, man.
I'm not even realistic. I'm not gonna be a traitor to Team Blue, bro.
All right, let's talk about.
I'm not a traitor.
Let's go ahead with Street Profits.
Yeah, who's gonna win?
All right, I say Street Profits win. Also,
Team Blue. They're gonna bring the smoke, and New Day's gonna be. Gonna come to an end.
What's the next match?
Let's go and talk about the men's Survivor Series team, which consists of Strowman. Well, for Team Raw, Strowman, Sheamus, Riddle, Keith Lee, AJ Styles, along with SmackDown's team, which will be Seth Rollins. It'll be Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, King Corbin, and another spot that could be filled in, which I believe Rey Mysterio will fill that spot. And from my understanding, it's come to terms that I believe that Team Blue is still going to win.
I think Red wins it.
I'm always going with Team Blue. I don't care about realism, bro. I'm not a traitor.
I think Red wins it.
I care about Team Blue.
What's the next match on the other night?
Well, it's none other than Drew McIntyre, Scottish Warrior, that they champion. Congratulations, 2-time that they champion.
Oh, that's all the matches?
Well, have you seen other matches been announced?
Right, it sure is a number of 6 matches.
That's 7 matches. Well, there is 6 matches.
Yeah, this is 6 match.
Whatever, shoot. 2-time that they champion, Drew McIntyre taking on the Tribal Chief.
And the Tribal Chief wins because of some kind of shenanigans. I don't think he's going to win straight up. I think there's going to be some kind of shenanigans go on in the match, whether it be Sheamus come down and do something or Orton does something. I don't think Reigns win it clean.
You know what? As far as I'm concerned, when it came to champion versus champion matches, no other team's ever been nobody's ever been involved in one. When you think about it. And as far as my history correct, I think the only time I remember someone ever got involved in a champion versus champion match, at least between since the draft of 2016 to now, nobody has been involved in a champion versus champion match. The only time I did thought there was going to be, Shinsuke versus Seth Rollins. I thought Shinsuke was going to win because I did not think they were going to actually have Raw beat SmackDown like that. But I didn't think Like they were gonna have. I thought Shinsuke was gonna win on because I thought Amber was gonna get involved, but it didn't happen. They let Rollins win anyway.
You know something? I'm gonna have to take back what I said. If there's nothing but 6 matches, this is gonna be the first Survivor Series where there's a tie between Raw and SmackDown.
I mean, when you think about, when you truly,
this is the first time.
Yeah,
we've never had a tie before.
We are missing out on something.
No, ain't number 6 matches been announced.
See, because they could do something with the tag team. Well, no, they couldn't. They could try to do something with the tag team division if they will have anybody.
They don't have that many tag teams.
The past few times when they made 7 matches, they had 3 traditional Survivor Series matches, along with 4 champion versus champion matches. It's the only way. So it could lead to a tie, actually. But I'm still going with my boy, the Team Blue.
I don't say it turns out being a tie. If it's not a tie, it's Team Blue. But I'm going with a tie.
That's stupid as I don't know what, man.
It is a tie. It's 6 matches. They setting it up this way this time. You can tell the way it's going. They setting it up this way. The reason why they showing so much dysfunction with the Raw team, because the Raw team's gonna win.
I think it's kind of stupid only because he just changed his answer.
I didn't change my answer. It's gonna be a tie. Well, I did change my answer from what I said. Guess what? I didn't look at it. The rules wrestling who.
The rules are that you can't change your answer. So whatever you say, just said the first time.
I said it's a tie.
You just said Team Blue gonna win, bro.
I said before we start going through the matches. You can change after you go through all the matches. I didn't see what all the matches were going to be. Now that I see what all the matches are going to be, it's going to be a tie.
I'm not going to be a cheap person and say, it's going to be a tie. So I'm going to go with Team Blue.
It's going to be a tie. Because they're going to be... It always have to be a first time in wrestling. So I'm going with the tie.
I'm just going to say Team Blue, bro. I'm not going to be cheap and say, it's going to be a tie, bro. If it's a tie, then cool. Okay. But as long as you don't look to this day and say that I'm always Team Blue, I'm not going to say no tie. I ain't going to say Team Red. I'm not a traitor. I'm sticking with Team Blue. I don't even care.
All right, you can stick with Team Blue, but I'm sticking with the truth. I'm like Sami Zayn.
Yeah, you're apparently not like Sami Zayn because you're not a champion of the people. Hey, you didn't choose Sami Zayn at all. You're a traitor to Sami Zayn.
Man, but he ain't not going to be no Bobby Lashley.
Did you not see SmackDown? Did you not see how he beat Paul Crews? He used brain, not brawn. Smarts beat strength all the time. Sami Zayn is the champion of the. Sami is the champion of the people. Bobby Lashley is the champion of the United States. Okay, that's great for him. But Sami Zayn is the champion of the people, and that's why I'm going for Sami Zayn and the rest of Team Blue. Simple as that. Okay, Sami's gonna win. Sasha's gonna win. The Street Profits gonna win, along with the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. I'm not gonna be cheap, like my co-host said, saying, it's gonna be a tie. It's like that. No. Or it's like Team Raw. I'm not a traitor. I've been going for Team SmackDown for a long time, actually. Okay. So I've been going with Team SmackDown ever since I was first born. I mean, I acknowledge Team SmackDown. I've been going for Team SmackDown since. I'm not a traitor. So once again, 2020 Survivor Series, the best of the best. I am going with SmackDown. Not a traitor.
Well,
never traitor. Is there anything you want to say?
I don't have anything else to say about anything.
I thought so.
What I do have to say is there's a first time for everything in wrestling.
Yeah, okay.
There's a first time for everything. So I'm not going to count it out. I was trying to figure out a way where you can put, and it would have been nice if the cruiserweight title had to stay on the, it would have been nice if the cruiserweight title had been on the Raw brand where you can break the tie by doing something. But
or better yet, how about you have your women's tag team title defend their championship against someone from SmackDown then?
There you go.
Okay, damn, hold on, bro.
There you go. I didn't think about that.
I've been saying it since last year when the women's tag team title existed. I've been saying it since, bro.
But then again, what other women wrestle they have? Because
what women you could do?
Okay, you could have took out the tag team champions and put in why Nikki want to have her nose in the other girl business, Nikki Cross and Naomi if she's still not injured.
Or you can have Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss, simple as that. Or you can go ahead and have. If it's SmackDown, you can have Ruby Riott Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan taking on tag team champions.
Well, SmackDown gonna win the women's one anyway because they're looking to push Bianca Belair. So anything that has Bianca Belair being the sole survivor or being one of the last two survivors, they gonna do that. So,
well, overall, I say on Team Blue. I believe Blue. This man wants to put on a tie. So let's go ahead and move on. So we go ahead.
And, I got a few good ties at the house. That's a good tie.
Yeah. You gonna wear blue or you gonna wear red? Or what you gonna do? Wear purple or something like that?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Which gonna wear red?
Purple tie.
That's 205 Live, bro. That doesn't even count.
I don't know about purple, but red and blue together is purple.
Yeah, but that makes 205 Live technically. So.
Well, 205 Live isn't really purple.
Don't try to be that joint. Don't try to be technical.
That's not purple. That's a light color of purple.
All right.
It's in the purple.
Let's go ahead and move on to a SmackDown. A SmackDown vs. Raw Survivor Series Q&A. As I want to see how I can. I want to see how much I can test. Well, I mean, hey, look, since I tested my co-host first, I'm gonna let him test me first, cause I know he's gonna hit a bunch of old school stuff that I don't even know. So I'm looking forward to these questions he's gonna give me. So if you can even think of one.
Yeah, I got one. You ready?
Sure.
You want me to hit you with multiple choice, or you think you can get it? If you need multiple choice, just tell me.
Just.
All right. Who was the first ever sole survivor of a Survivor Series?
She want to talk about
pay-per-view. The first ever sole survivor.
All right. Well,
you want me to give you choices?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I like to have the choices.
All right. Choices: Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, or Jake the Snake Roberts.
Dude, wasn't like Andre?
That's it, Andre the Giant.
Exactly.
All right, Andre the Giant.
I feel like it was Andre.
All right. What wrestler lost to a screw job in 1999? 1999.
It was The Rock versus Mankind for the WWE Championship, and it was Mankind. After The Rock put the sharpshooter on.
There you go. All right, good shot.
I just saw it on Instagram. That's why.
Oh man.
I didn't say I just saw it. I just saw it early today.
Oh man.
Hey, WWE Fox got the best pose. Okay.
All right. During the infamous Gobbledygooker.
What the?
During the infamous Gobbledygooker premiere.
Gobbledygooker.
When he first came, who did people think was going to be coming out of the egg?
Money?
Now who?
Who was that? That's not a legit question.
You want to give you the choice?
That's not a historic question.
You want me to give you the choices?
What was it? Okay, that's an invalid question for one thing.
Do you want to give?
Sure, I'll take the choices then.
All right, the choices are Ric Flair, Nick Bockwinkel, Ricky Steamboat.
You took a long time to make these answer choices, bro.
Or Hector Guerrero.
Was it Ric Flair, bro?
Ric Flair. People thought it was going to be Ric Flair.
When? Okay.
People thought it was going to be either Ric Flair or Undertaker.
Okay. For one, that's not much of a historic question. It will make more sense if you said
it made history because it was an infamous situation.
No,
all right.
No.
Real quick. Who was the Undertaker's manager the night of the Raw his first ever Survivor Series?
Brother Lowe.
All right.
It was Brother Lowe.
All right.
I'm still very upset about that question, bro. That question did not make any sense.
But who brought Undertaker to WWE?
$1 Million Man Teddy DiBiase, bro. I'm still very upset. Now, see, now I'm serious, bro. I'm really upset about that question. That third question you gave me. Did they even have it in Survivor Series?
Yes. Gobbledygooker, Turkey.
I'm talking about the fact that folks thought who was in the egg.
Yeah, they thought it was going to be Ric Flair. They thought it was going to either be Ric Flair or either Undertaker. Because Undertaker was scared it was going to have to be him coming out of the egg.
The fact that that's behind the scenes. That didn't actually happen on TV.
I said thought. Who did people think at the time?
That's okay. Let me know in the comment. Was that an invalid question? Because I believe that was an invalid question, bro. That actually, it's not like it actually was said or on TV, like on actual Survivor Series.
right, here's another one. During the Survivor Series.
Which Survivor Series?
I'm finna say it.
Oh, bro. All right, come on, man. All right, come on, man.
All right. Which Survivor Series that they combined all the survivors and they had to go into a sole survivor elimination match at the end? All survivors from every match had to go and have a sole survivor match at the end. Was that Survivor Series 87, Survivor Series 88, Survivor Series 89, or Survivor Series 90?
Was Survivor Series 89? Is it 88 or 89?
Yes, 89. Survivor Series 89.
I'm about to say it's either 88 or 89, so. I got correct, even though I did use this on multiple choice, so hey.
What you got for me?
Alright. Think about more old school and from when the year I was born. So I'm very interested to see how well he know about the ruthless aggression era. Alright.
I don't.
Alright, that's gonna be completely sad. Alright. Survivor, okay. Which Survivor Series was the only Survivor Series where it was two companies going at it in the Survivor Series, pretty much? What was the only Survivor Series that had it? Or what year it was?
That was Survivor Series 2001.
Yes, it was. WWE versus WCW. All right.
And I didn't even need multiple choice.
Hey, okay, man. Hey, okay. All right. Survivor Series. Oh, I'll forget you on this one. Survivor Series 2005. Who made their return at the end of Survivor Series 2005?
Give them multiple choice.
All right. Was it Kane, Batista, Undertaker, or John Cena?
Undertaker.
That is correct. Undertaker did make his return after what Randy Orton did to him. That is true. That led to the Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah, Undertaker. Everybody will hold Randy Orton up in the air.
Yeah, that is correct.
And side note on that, Matt Hardy got in trouble.
Yeah, okay. Look,
cause he probably took a choke slam from the Undertaker, and he thought they were gonna mess his character up, so he slid out the ring while the other group of wrestlers were getting beat up.
True. I'll be saying, wait a minute, I haven't took no choke slam. Definitely choke slam said that. All right. Survivor Series 2014. He's so scared about this one, bro.
I'm gonna get it though.
Survivor Series 2014. Who beat AJ Lee for the Divas Championship, and how did they beat her?
2014.
Yes, I literally just said it. Something. It was the only time she lost the Divas.
It's the only time she did what?
That was the only time she lost. I don't know why I'm saying this, bro. Answer the question.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, without a multiple choice. I want to ask for multiple choice, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to say it without. I'm gonna say Nikki Bella.
Okay. How though?
How you mean how? I got the question right.
That's true too. Right. Well, for bonus points, you can say how she won.
I doubt there was an ounce of help from Bray Bella.
That is true. Now it was considered the shortest Divas match of all time, considering that at the beginning of the match, it was Bray Bella grabbing the Divas title, kissing AJ Lee, with Nikki Bella knocking her out with the forearm, and then hit her with the rack attack. 1, 2, 3. Quickest Divas match of all time. All right. Now this is more recent. What year in Survivor Series? Okay, well, no, I take this back. What year of Survivor Series? What year and what was the score between Raw and SmackDown? Well, hold on, wait, I messed that question up. In 2018, what was the score for between Raw and SmackDown? In 2018, Survivor Series.
Oh, that one was
That was pretty simple.
It was. I know it was a sweep.
I know,
but I can't remember the number. But I know it was a sweep. It was 5-0, wasn't it?
You won multiple choice, or?
I think it was 5-0.
You guarantee that without any multiple choice?
All right, go ahead with multiple choice.
All right. Well, that's one of the choices. 5-0. 6-0. 6-1, or 5-1?
If you want to be technical about it,
no, just the actual score based on how WWE counted.
Well, 6-0.
It was 6-0. It was 6-0. Even though it should have been 6-1, it was 6-0 though.
All right. What pay-per-view had a Survivor Series style matches in it, but it was not Survivor Series?
More like a Robert SmackDown or like a... Wait, that's really confusing when you think about it. Explain more.
No, it was like Raw against SmackDown.
Like it wasn't much of a Raw versus SmackDown match?
It was like Raw versus SmackDown, but it was not Survivor Series. What pay-per-view was that?
That could be any pay-per-view.
No, it's not.
Hold on.
They had it for like They had it for like 2 or 3 years.
Oh, okay. Wait, you talking about it's a Raw versus SmackDown match?
Pay-per-view.
It was a Raw versus... Okay.
The whole pay-per-view was
so it had, but it had a Raw versus SmackDown concept.
Right.
Okay, this doesn't deal with Survivor Series, but it's bragging rights. What he's talking about?
That's it.
You know, they had nothing to do with Survivor Series, but hey, still got it right though.
Why you gonna have that? Was kind of dumb to have that twice a year. Survivor Series where, you know,
but technically though, Survivor Series at those 3 times, it didn't deal with Raw versus SmackDown though.
Oh really?
It just showed like Survivor Series matches, and it didn't deal with Raw versus SmackDown. It's just regular matches. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Well, give me one more and let's go ahead and wrap this thing up for the people.
Okay. Survivor Series. I want to say Survivor Series. Well, yeah. Survivor Series 2008. WWE Championship match. Triple H defended his WWE Championship against Vladimir Kozlov. Who made his return and won the WWE Championship? Someone made his return.
Shawn Michaels.
You sure? You want
No, I'm not. No. Shawn Michaels didn't win it no more after he won the Elimination Chamber. He didn't win it no more after that.
That is true. That is correct.
I forgot about it. He sure didn't. So give me some choices.
All right. Jeff Hardy, Edge, John Cena, or The Undertaker? You gotta think about this one. You gotta think about this one. Think about the people who was on the brand. Now,
I know I'm getting ready to be wrong.
I'll give you a hint, though. The WWE Championship was on the SmackDown brand. The spinning WWE Championship. It was on the SmackDown brand at the time.
For some reason, I do not want to say John Cena.
You want another hint?
I almost want to say Edge.
Okay.
I'm going here. I might get it wrong. I'm going Edge.
The correct answer is Edge. It was Edge. That night at Survivor Series, it was supposed to be it was supposed to be a triple threat match between Jeff Hardy, Triple H, and Vladimir Kozlov. However, Vicky Guerrero said in the middle of the match between Triple H and Vladimir Kozlov that he's back, and it was none other than the Ultimate Opportunity's Edge, and won it just like that. Jeff Hardy did make his return back to WWE, but he wasn't part of the matchup though. So,
right,
it was Edge. Correct though.
Can't wait to see some NXT tomorrow. See what's going on with the Leon Ruff saga.
Exactly.
What they gonna do with that?
Congratulations to him too, the 3rd ever Black North American champion. I'm also looking forward to Friday Night SmackDown on Fox to see who's gonna be the last person on the men's team, as who's gonna fill in the last spot for the SmackDown women's team.
And shout out to my homegirl Trisha Dora with the Pan African title. Do your thing, homegirl. Keep doing your thing. Yeah,
okay. Also, looking forward to see what's going to happen on Impact tonight to see who's going to continue on into the tournament for the NXT, the Impact Women's Knockout Champion, Tag Team Champions. So, is there anything else you want to say?
Hey, there's nothing else to say but subscribe, show us some love by hitting those likes. Hey, give us some comments on the program.
Share.
Hey, share. And we just give you peace, love, and joy. Do your thing, people. Do your thing.
Also, keep it tight. I bleed blue.